Well, nothing can ever really prepare any of us for the loss of a loved one in our lives.
That's right, and I actually lost my sister several years ago, and I know that the support of family and friends is so crucial to moving forward and dealing with the grief process.
Well, there is a very special ministry in West Michigan that grew out of the sudden death of 10-year-old Seth Van Wienen 4 years ago.
And Seth's mother, Jolynn, is here to talk about Starlight Ministries, and also here with us today is Lisa Van Ryan, whose sister died 6 years ago in an accident that drew national attention.
And you know, it's interesting, Jolynn, that you're here because I was actually at the soccer game that was such a cause of celebration, and then Seth passed away. I mean, in an instant, our lives can change.
You know, you've experienced this, Jordan, too. Yeah. You know, it is. In 1 minute, yeah, it changes, and but I know that God had a plan, you know, and when, as a mom, I look at that day as not the day that Seth died, but it was the day that he heard God's voice for the first time. And we always say that he ran into God's arms, and I truly, truly believe that he was called home, and what parent wouldn't be more proud of a child who would actually know that voice and would obey. So I look at that day, it might sound very oddly, but I look at the day as a celebration. We actually call November 4 his heaven birthday.
Wow.
And so that's why we started began Starlight, and that's why we have the fundraiser the first week of November to celebrate his birthday.
Wow. And no one can ever prepare you for a loss like this, we both know. But really, friends and family support is so important. What does that mean to you, to have people to go to and to talk to?
You know, we were so overwhelmed by the support from our family and church and school and community. It was amazing to feel that. And yet our kids, we had 5 kids at the time, and our kids had to go back to school and return to, I always call it a new abnormal. It's not a new normal, it's a new abnormal. And they had to go back to school, and so they didn't have that support. As adults, there are several places where we could find support, but for children, finding anything that's Christian-based, we couldn't find anything. And so a year later, God laid it on our hearts that we were supposed to create that place. And so that's how Starlight began.
And so you're an organization that reaches out and helps people and family and children in need. And as part of that, the call is to do some fundraising.
Exactly.
And so you have this great banquet coming up, and you have a very special speaker who has really walked a very challenging and very public road as well. Tell us how you came to to this partnership here.
You know, it was about a year ago when we were doing our fundraiser last year that we started thinking ahead, and then the name the Van Ryans came to mind, and so we just contacted them, and they were very willing. And it's amazing, our stories are similar in that we lost someone we love, and yet we can still praise God in the storm. And that's the theme of the night, is praising Him in the storm. So thankfully, Lisa and her family are going to come and share at the event.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's always difficult to share about something that hurt you so deeply and still hurts, because we still miss them. I know you guys still miss Seth, and we still miss Laura. But like you said, God offers this hope that we have, and that's what we're excited to share about. So we'll be telling our story on November 3rd, and hopefully people can relate in different ways, even though our story was a little bit extraordinary. We're still ordinary people, nothing that special about us, except God has given us this platform to share. So hopefully we can encourage the people that come by what He's done through our lives. So.
Lisa, we've been in very similar shoes, and it's one thing, it's always sad to lose someone, whether it's a grandparent or a parent, but there's something different about losing a sibling. You know, that's your ally and the person that you got into trouble with when you were little. How was it for you, you know, finding that person to talk to? Adults have someone to talk to, but finding someone who really understood what you were going through.
Yeah, Jolynn and I were just talking about that this morning, and I felt like she did, that we just have an amazing support base. My family did going into that through our church and some camp friends and even our extended family. And so I felt like, it was so great to have a handful of friends I could call and just say, will you come sit with me? I don't even really want to talk, but I just need somebody around, or sometimes just to cry on their shoulder. And it's important to be there for each other, and I can't imagine having gone through that alone. And still I have a hard time on her birthday and other days throughout the year, and you just need those people to lean on. So that's what's so cool about their ministry, is that the people that don't have systems like we had have some place to go. So it's really neat.
And the event is coming up
November 3, Thursday at the Pinnacle Center in Hudsonville, 7 o'clock, and tickets are $20 a piece. You can still purchase tickets online at our website. So
fantastic, and of course it's a great organization. Even if you're not able to attend the banquet coming up on November 3rd, consider them in your giving, because I know that it'll be money well spent.
Thank you.
For being here.
Thanks so much. This means so much to all of us.
Absolutely. We'll be right back.